Hello everyone, it's Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I'm sitting here with my crochet and a cup of tea. Elvis Presley cup. And I managed to get back onto my crochet. My shoulder and the problem I had's a lot better than it was, and I worked out how to get the wool from the balls without having to keep pulling it up like this. I'll show you. There's a couple of balls underneath that. It looks all ravelled, but it's not. I just take it off the balls like that and then put it back, and it just comes up like it comes up a centre pull. But I couldn't even wind. I have a wool winder and I couldn't wind the balls on that because I was going like this on the wool winder, and it was affecting my shoulder and that as well. And then I remembered I used to do this with the ball. Well, I still do this with the balls of wool when I'm knitting. That's what I do, so I don't have to keep pulling the wool up when I'm knitting, and I'd forgotten about that. So I'm getting a canny way up there. That's, I think, on the other piece I have. I'm doing what's cream on here is this bit here, the other way around, that bit there. When I finish that, I'll be doing the spice. Well, I'll be doing this colour in place of the spice, and where I've got cream, I'll have to work out where I'm doing, but when I finish this part, I've got this part, this part, this part and that part, so I've only have from there to there, and I'll be finished the poncho. But I do have to sort out an edge for it. I'm not sure how much yarn I'm going to have left, and I was thinking about putting some sort of edge on, and Dagry messaged in an email and said maybe it's pom-poms or fringe. And I'd thought about a fringe. I don't think there's going to be enough for pom-poms, because pom-poms do take quite a lot of wool when you make the pom-poms. So I'll probably have to sort out a fringe for the the edge of it. But I'll sort that out after I've finished doing the piece I've got to finish here, because I'm still got that much wool left in the bags, and I only have one full ball of the cream and what I've got in the bag here, which is enough to finish this large bit that I have, probably about the same width as this bit here, and then I have a little bit more stripe that I have to do with the cream, but I'll work that out later. So anyway, I was out last night, went to my bingo, but before I went to the bingo, I was at called at my friend's, my other friend, who I haven't seen since this, I seen her last year, because it's actually her birthday today, and I wasn't going to trust the post because the post's been terrible. I know a lot of the cards I've got were posted 3, 4, some of them 5 days in the local area, and that's how long they took to get to me. So there was no way I was going to trust the post for even sending it a few days beforehand. I still couldn't be sure that it was going to get there. So I was taking a card, and I took one of my packs of my coasters. That's the Christmas coasters that I sell on Etsy. I gave her a pack of those, a little present for it, and I picked my other friend up for the bingo at 7 o'clock. She walks along to the end of her street, and I'm always there for 7 o'clock to pick her up. And then we go to the club for the bingo. So I got to my other friend's, Shirley, her name is, I got to Shirley's house for 6:20, so I had a good half hour. We could sit and have a chat, but I made sure I sat a good distance because we both had 3 boosters. She has and I have, but we're still not absolutely certain that we can't pass anything on to each other. But anyway, I knocked on the door and her husband answered, John, his name is, and he came in. He says, would you like a cup of coffee? I says, yes, I'll have a cup of coffee, please. So John went into the kitchen and put the kettle on, and I sat down talking to my friend Shirley. And John came in and he said, you don't take sugar, do you, Sheila? I said, well, I take a level spoonful in, half a level spoonful in, I just said, I'll take half a level spoonful. He said, but you don't take sugar, you never took sugar. I said, I take sugar in coffee. Oh, I'm making tea. I says, you asked me if I wanted a cup of coffee. No, I haven't put the water in the cup yet. I says, it doesn't matter, just make a tea. So, I said, you don't take sugar in tea. I says, no, I don't take sugar in tea. So we got that sorted anyway, and I'm sitting chatting with Shirley, and we had that much to talk about because with her health being the way it is, I couldn't go there to see her when this first started. And I've just done a funny stitch there. We had to stay away from, we couldn't go and visit people in their homes and that. And I think it was last year, and her birthdays would have been just before Christmas. I called last year with a card and a present exactly the same, but I had to just stand in a passageway for a few minutes to give her the card and that, and well, we couldn't chat or anything. And even after all this, all the restrictions were lifted and we could get back together again, you're still frightened to go and visit your friends like there's someone with the health problems that she has, in case you pass anything on to them. But you're saying we both had our 3 boosters. So I says, well, I can maybe come back another day, because we had so much to talk about and I just didn't have enough time in half an hour. And I'm saying I'm going to have to leave. It got just after 10:50, and it's only a few minutes up the road where my other friend lives. I says, I'm going to have to pick my other friend up, and says, because she'll be walking down the street, and I says, I'll get wrong if I've got her standing there in the cold. So I says, arrange for me to I'll come another day, and I says, we can just sit like we were with a good distance from each other, just in case. But I have something to read to you. Wait till I find it put it up on the screen for me to be able to read. This was a comment I saw on YouTube, and it was all about the COVID vaccine things and that, and I just could not stop laughing when I read this thing that I copied and pasted it onto the notebook on the computer, and I'm going to read it to you because it'll probably give you a good laugh as well. And I was telling my friend, I told her this as well, when both of us couldn't stop laughing. And it says, I'm reading it on the screen. I've put the little thing up on the screen, the notebook page. It says, I'm absolutely sure the 4th booster will solve everything. If not, certainly the 5th and the 6th will. I can't read that letter, I can't see properly. Oh, but I swear, I have to put my glasses like that to read it. But I swear, if the 7th shot finally doesn't get me back to normal, I'm definitely going to reconsider getting my 8th. And in the highly unlikely circumstance that doesn't work, I'm certain the 9th booster will, but if necessary, I won't hesitate to get the 10th. I couldn't stop laughing when I read that. It was so funny. He had a really good sense of humour, whoever wrote that comment. And I'll take it off the screen now because it's covering my face. And I thought it was just apt as well because they are talking about another booster, aren't they? But anyway, I went to my bingo last night and I did win £10 a line. I would rather have won one of the bigger ones, you know, where we got £50 or £60 for a line and £200 or £300 for a house, but I only got a little smaller one. Then I had to share it with my friends, so we got £5 each. And you know, in all the time we've been going there, every single one of us, there was 10 of us last night, but there can be around about a dozen of us if we all turn up. Every single one of us have won something at least 1 week or another, except my friend, and she is just livid. She hasn't won anything yet and everybody else has, you know. That's the second time. No, that's the third time I've won something, and some of the other girls have won more than once, but my friend just has no luck and she is not happy. But anyway, before this lockdown thing all started, before the COVID thing, I used to go to a karaoke on used to be a Tuesday. And I used to meet some friends there, some different friends, not the same friends I do the bingo with. There were some other friends I used to meet in our local town, North Shields. And we used to have a karaoke in this pub, and we used to really enjoy it. My friend's husband used to get up and sing a lot, and I even did a couple of times just to prove to them that I couldn't sing, because they wouldn't believe I couldn't sing. They do now, though. But that all stopped when the lockdown started, and it's never started up again. Well, my friend messaged me a few weeks ago, and she said, Sheila, the karaoke's starting up again. She says, if you fancy coming down. But it was a Thursday. My friend Jenny, the caller, I said, Jenny, I go to bingo on a Thursday. She said, I thought you went to bingo on a Wednesday. I said, we did. Used to go to bingo on a Wednesday. I says, we went to this other place. But I says, when all the football and that was starting, they more or less told us to find somewhere else to do our bingo because they only have one big room, and that we wouldn't be able to do the bingo when the football was on. So we found somewhere else, but it's on a Thursday, so I can't go to the karaoke. I can't be in two places at once. And you know, this other place we used to do the bingo at, we were more or less told to find somewhere else because of the football. And we know one or two who still go there. And they've told us the place is empty on a Wednesday, nobody bothers coming in but to watch the football. We could have still been there, but all the girls are happy where we go now because we can win. We don't have to arrange it ourselves. And the money we can win is much better as well, so we're happy there. So that was my day yesterday. And I'm hoping to get this poncho finished in the next couple of days, and then I'll be able to do whatever I'm going to do to put the probably be tassels, but I'm going to have to sort out the wool that's left to sort out how I'm going to put the tassels. Probably be like there's 3 different colours in it. I'll probably put the colours are cream, spice and ochre. I'll probably put 1 tassel cream, 1 spice and 1 in ochre, and do it all the way around like that. And then I've got the little cardigan to finish off for Dagry as well. I stopped doing that because I started doing I'm moving I've got my knitting bag down where the wires are for I have the ring light on again. It is 3:30 now and it's getting dark outside. So that's the first sleeve. So I have to finish this before I can send the poncho to Dagry. But it'll not take me long because I have the back done. The 2 sides, I'm halfway up one of the sleeves, so I only have 1 more sleeve to do after this, and then put the things on. I've lost my crochet hook. Put it down somewhere and I've lost it. Oh well, anyway, have a drink of tea, I'll find it in a minute. And I sold my little grey cardigan that was on my Etsy site. And I thought I had sold it to someone who wasn't on YouTube, who hadn't seen it on YouTube. But the young lady messaged me, and that was where she had seen the cardigan. I thought I had got someone who was just on Etsy and not on YouTube. But that young lady had seen it on, she had seen the tutorial I did on YouTube. So I'm hoping one day that there'll be someone will go on Etsy who's not on YouTube and might want to buy some of my things. I do have a few coasters still up and some little baby cardigans. And I have a 15% sale on at the moment if anybody wants to have a look. I'll put my Etsy shop in the description box for anybody that might want to look, because my Christmas sale is only on till Christmas Eve. So after that, the prices are going back to normal again. So, what on earth have I done with that hook? Probably fell on the floor and rolled under the table. I think I'll find it after anyway. So that's my little bit for today anyway. And I'm going to find my crochet hook and get on with this poncho. So thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll catch you all another time. So bye for now.